Hello everybody, what is up? Thank you for tuning in to the channel. If you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've been getting some awesome growth on the channel. Here we go with your SmackDown Live 7th of March 2017 review. We saw more WrestleMania 33 build here on SmackDown Live. Wasn't really the type of show I was expecting. Wasn't the show that we've been getting for the past few weeks on SmackDown Live. But guess what? There was still build. And guess what? I could actually say Monday Night Raw was better than SmackDown Live this week. Oh my gosh. That's right. I'm honest with you all. Monday Night Raw was better than SmackDown Live this week. So let's just talk about everything that happened. So to kick off SmackDown Live, they opened up with the video package on the WWE Championship chase about Randy Orton and AJ Styles. AJ Styles defeating Harper, the Battle Royal. Randy Orton winning the Royal Rumble. So SmackDown Live took place from Indianapolis, Indiana. So straight away, guys, the SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon and SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan come out. Shane welcomes everyone for a big pop. He's been dealing with the WWE title controversy. Bryan believes the title shot should go to Randy Orton, and Shane believes AJ Styles should get the shot. Bryan points out how he and Shane don't always agree. Bryan says it's been tradition for the Royal Rumble winner to go on and face the WWE Champion at WrestleMania. Totally agree with Daniel Bryan there, but remember, that doesn't mean that they have to go an easy road to WrestleMania. Shane says there's never been a Rumble winner to advocate their title shot like Orton did, because Orton is very brave. He shows us a replay from 2 weeks ago where Orton pledged allegiance to Wyatt. They talked about how AJ became #1 contender last week before Orton turned on Wyatt and declared that he was coming for him at WrestleMania 33. And by the way, Bray Wyatt was not on this show. Bray Wyatt was not on SmackDown Live. And American Alpha, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, were not on SmackDown Live. I really don't know why. I understand the Bray Wyatt bit because he's emotionally upset. But the American Alpha, I don't know why we saw no build with the Tag Team division of SmackDown Live. They should be building towards the Usos and the American Alpha. Bryan doesn't agree with Orton's actions, but because he won the Rumble, Bryan believes he deserves the spot at WrestleMania. But since he and Shane disagree, what should they do? Bryan and Shane ask again if they should, if the shot should go to Orton or Styles. It feels like they're just wasting time here. Bryan finally hypes tonight's main event of SmackDown Live, and they're calling it the greatest SmackDown Live main event. No, it isn't, because Bray Wyatt versus AJ Styles versus John Cena was better than this match, and AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler was better than this match. So I don't know what they're talking about. So Bryan hypes tonight's AJ versus Orton match to crown a new #1 contender. Bryan says it will be one of the most must-see SmackDown main events in history. A yes! Yes! Yes chant breaks out as Bryan's music hits. Back from the break, and AJ confronts the bosses backstage. They tell him to calm down, but he's tired of this AJ conspiracy. We're getting some more build onto the Shane McMahon and AJ Styles match at WrestleMania. AJ says he's going to make the best of a bad situation and take out Orton. Styles says it will be him. It will be on Shane and Bryan. AJ says he's not afraid of a little fire of the Viper. He's certainly not afraid of Bryan and Shane, and then he walks off. So the next, we have John Cena and Nikki Bella versus James Ellsworth and Carmella in a mixed tag team match. In a mixed tag team match. This match, waste of time. I really don't know why this match happened if it wasn't going to be longer. It was basically a squash match for Cena and Nikki Bella. So Ellsworth had the mic. He was like, we're going to see a match that we'll never see again. I don't want to see it again, Ellsworth. He brags on his wins over AJ Styles and asks how many times it took John Cena to finally beat AJ. Ellsworth says the man who puts the Mac in SmackDown is about to wipe the floor with Mr. Hustle, loyalty and respect. I don't think so, because you're scared of him. Ellsworth does an intro for his girl, his friend, that's a girl, and out comes Carmella. James Ellsworth is becoming cringe, and I don't think anybody really cares about James Ellsworth right now. Not especially on the build to WrestleMania. So Nikki started off with Carmella, but before they can lock up, the music hits, and out comes The Miz and Maryse, former Intercontinental Champion. Everyone looks on, but Nikki turns around to a super kick from Carmella. Miz and Maryse laugh before heading over to commentary. So they're at commentary, basically just talking about Cena, how Cena uses Nikki Bella and stuff like that, and they're not a proper relationship. It looks like we'll finally get Cena and Ellsworth. Ellsworth is hesitant to come in. Carmella's gotten facing Ellsworth and wants Ellsworth to be a man and fight Cena. She pushes him into Cena. Ellsworth was very hesitant. He didn't want to. Ellsworth went for a super kick. What was it called again? I forgot. Sweet chin music. Sweet no chin music or something like that. But Cena catches his leg and slams him. Cena then calls for the 5-knuckle shuffle, but Carmella stops him. Nikki runs over and drops Carmella. He then hit a 5-knuckle shuffle on Ellsworth while Nikki hits one on Carmella. Cena hits the attitude adjustment, the AA, while Nikki hits her finisher, the rack attack 2.0. Then they both apply the STF lock to the STF and Fearless lock to Carmella and James Ellsworth, as both Ellsworth and Carmella tapped out. Cena and Miz got the match. Straight after the match, Maryse and the Miz pull Cena and Nikki from the ring and leave them laying at ringside, take them out. Miz takes the mic and says he couldn't take it anymore. Cena and Nikki are a true disrespect to anyone who appreciates true love. Miz says Cena is a liar and this relationship is one of the biggest lies ever. Miz spends hours every day with Maryse because he loves her, but asks Cena if he can say the same thing about Nikki. Miz says true love doesn't mean asking for others to sign a contract to be your girlfriend. Miz goes on about Cena being a liar and programmed like a robot. He says Cena finally found someone as money hungry as him. Miz says their fake plastic relationship offends everyone else, but that stops now. Then Maryse tells Nikki to wake up and calls her a female dog. We know what that is in other words. Before dropping the mic outside of the ring. Pipe bomb. But the thing is, what I don't understand, so how come Monday Night Raw, you know when Jericho was going to call, I said it, Jericho was going to call Kevin Owens a female dog, in other words, but he said, you son of a, and then he stopped. So how come here on SmackDown Live they always say the word? I don't understand. So they keep hyping up that Alexa Bliss, that her WrestleMania opponent will be revealed. Renee Young is backstage knocking on Randy Orton's door. She asked about the fire last week. Orton says he burnt the comeback to the ground, and if he's capable of that, what could AJ have in store later tonight? He says no one will stop him from facing Wyatt at WrestleMania. He says AJ is phenomenal, but he's one RKO from headlining WrestleMania. Orton says AJ should be very afraid, and if he were AJ, he'd probably just run. You know what Eric Rowan and Harper used to say that? Back from the break, and Kurt Hawkins is in the ring. I think, yeah. Kurt Hawkins is in the ring, and Mauro Ranallo accidentally calls him Chad Hawkins. But who cares? Because Kurt Hawkins is a jobber, a local enhancement. At this point, it looks as if Jinder Mahal is better than Kurt Hawkins. Yeah. Because he's actually been getting match time on Jinder Mahal. He says Dean Ambrose started something last week but he can't finish. Hawkins calls Ambrose out. The music hits and here comes the Intercontinental Champion. He drops Hawkins at ringside with a big clothesline. He then goes into the ring and says he was going to call Baron Corbin out, but he's in the back doing what he does. He says my TV freeze and comes back to Corbin on the big screen. He can't understand why Ambrose is in a hurry to get this beating. And Baron Corbin is talking absolutely great on the mic. It looks as if he's really coming along. Baron Corbin talking. His promos are really coming along. He says he doesn't really understand why Ambrose is in a hurry to get the beating he's desiring. He tells Ambrose to enjoy it while he can, because when he's ready, he's taking everything from Ambrose, including the title. So that pretty much confirms that it will be Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin for the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. And I think that Corbin will probably win the title. Ambrose says since Corbin won't go to him, he'll go looking for Corbin backstage. Ambrose leaves the ring, but Hawkins grabs him. Ambrose drops Hawkins with dirty deeds on the floor and heads to the back. The announcers lead us to a Women's History Month video on Hall of Famers Trish Stratus and Lita. In particular, it was Tom Phillips. After Tom Phillips, conspiracy theory, not even a theory, it's true. After what Tom Phillips said to a woman, I really don't know. I don't think that he's the right man to be talking about women. Ambrose is backstage looking for Corbin again. Then we have another interview. Dasha Fuentes is backstage with Mojo Rawley, who has an announcement. Mojo says he will be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal Jobber match at WrestleMania. Mojo is looking to make his WrestleMania moment when Dolph Ziggler walks up and mocks him. Ziggler says, "You have to earn your WrestleMania moment." Mojo asks if that's why Ziggler doesn't have one. I was like, oh my gosh, savage. Ziggler tells Mojo not to hurt himself, reaching for the brass ring, and then he walks off. This basically means that I'm pretty sure Ziggler will be facing Mojo Rawley next week on SmackDown, and nobody wants to see that. What do you mean? Ambrose is still looking for Baron Corbin. The Lone Wolf did a sneak attack on Ambrose, so he held someone as hostage behind a wall, then threw him out on Ambrose. Ambrose got distracted. Then Corbin attacked Ambrose with a steel pipe. He keeps up the assault and then gets in a forklift while Ambrose is under the forks. Corbin lowers the forks and pins Ambrose down on the concrete. I was like, oh my gosh, this is brutal. This is the Lone Wolf. Referees run over to help Ambrose while Corbin retreats. They raise the forks off Ambrose and call for medical help. We go to the ring and out comes Mickie James with the SmackDown Women's Champion Alexa Bliss for the first ever Blissation in history. So Bliss welcomes us. She's going on to announce her WrestleMania 33 opponents. She says it's not going to be Naomi because she's home injured. It doesn't look like Naomi will be at WrestleMania as well. Bliss, this is John Cena Nikki Bella saying it won't be Nikki. It also won't be Carmella or Becky Lynch. She calls Becky Chucky because of how she keeps coming back no matter what. Bliss goes on, but the music hits and out comes Becky with a mic. Becky tells Bliss to shut her face. Becky has an announcement of her own. She says she's the woman that's going to beat Bliss and take back her title at WrestleMania. Natalya's music then interrupts and out she comes. Remember last week on SmackDown Live, Natalya says she is going for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Natalya says she and Bliss are championship caliber and Becky is not in their league. She says she and Bliss came to an understanding last week. Bliss asks Natalya if she got into catnip because she's not getting a shot at WrestleMania. Bliss says Natalya is the worst there was, is, and ever will be. I was like, oh my gosh, that was savage by Alexa Bliss. Absolutely brilliant. You know how Bret Hart says, the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. She says that. She is. I couldn't believe it. Natalya is the worst there was, there is, and ever will be. They argue. Mickie grabs the mic and tells them to shut up. She says they're ruining a special moment where Bliss will announce who she will face at WrestleMania, and Mickie says that is her. Bliss isn't sure. Mickie thought they had a deal, then Becky doesn't like that as she's got recent pins on Mickie. Natalya talks trash to Mickie. They'll all argue now, and out comes the SmackDown Live General Manager Daniel Bryan. Bryan says he and Shane were listening to the Blissation and would grade it F. But Bliss says something they liked. Bryan says Bliss will defend her title at WrestleMania against every available woman on the SmackDown Live roster. Wow. I think they're kind of going with the AJ Lee route they did a few years ago. What? It was about 4 years ago, the AJ Lee route with AJ faced the whole roster. So Alexa Bliss will be defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against the entire SmackDown Live roster. That is great. So Nikki Bella will be in that match. And I'm guessing Tamina Snuka will come to SmackDown Live, but she's been at house events for SmackDown. She'll be in that match. I'm guessing Tamina, Carmella, Nikki Bella, Alexa Bliss, Mickie James, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and probably some more. I'm not sure. Bliss says that's not fair. So she's acting like a whiny baby now. And Bryan can't do that. Bryan says he can and he just did, and that literally is his job. Bryan gives a shout out to 2017 WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long and makes a tag team match, player. So the SmackDown Women's Champion Alexa Bliss and Mickie James versus Natalya and Becky Lynch. This match was a very good match. I think this match went about 15 minutes. They gave the women some time here. There's more back and forth. It comes down to Becky and Mickie going at it. Natalya, I was thinking of the first place. There's 3 heels and 1 face. That 1 face being Becky Lynch. And there's 3 heels and Natalya was cheering along, acting like a face. I was like, that's weird. Natalya then stared down Becky, walks out to the mat. Sorry guys and girls, sorry. Natalya German suplex Becky Lynch, her own partner. Then I was like, yeah, that's good because she's a heel. Then Mickie James was gonna hit the mid kick, I think, in the corner. Alexa Bliss tagged herself in and hit the cut for the cover. And this was like 20 seconds after that German suplex. I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? I've seen Becky Lynch kick out of finishers and she can't kick out of a German suplex after what, 20 seconds of that. That's stupid booking there. After the match, Bliss raises the title at Mickie's arm as they stand in the middle of the ring. Mickie drops Bliss with a mid-kick to the head. Surprisingly, people are like wondering, is she turning face? No, it's simple. She wants the Women's Championship, so she's making a statement. They're friends, but she wants the title. Mickie takes the title, raises it in the hand, and lays it over Bliss as her music plays. Then they show the replay about Corbin attacking Ambrose. The announcers discuss and say Ambrose is suffering from bruised ribs, per storyline of course. Difficulties breathing and he's coughing up blood. Whoa. Phillips says he's been taken to a local medical facility. Don't worry, we'll see the Lunatic Fringe next week. We then get a promo from Austin Aries to hype tonight's 205 Live. 205 Live was very, very good. But I remember doing a 205 Live review the other day, and so a few weeks ago, it didn't get a lot of views, so there's no point. I would love to review 205 Live, but that's only once we get a sufficient amount of views, because 205 Live is very good. Next up was the main event, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This match went, what, 15 to 20 minutes. Very good match. Very, very good match. Number one contendership match. We got some build to WrestleMania for AJ Styles here. And there was such a great spot here. Where is it? Such a great spot. For AJ Styles was working on Randy Orton's, I think, left knee, his left leg. Did a chop block, and he just kept going on the attack there. Where is it? Where's the bit here? Sorry. AJ gets the calf crusher applied, but hold is broken as Orton makes it to the rope. AJ charges, but Orton sidesteps out of the corner. Orton then runs into a kick. AJ springboards up, then Orton knocked him off. Orton hit that draping DDT, spike DDT from the middle rope. Beautifully executed. So then Randy Orton was going for the RKO, and AJ Styles blocked it, countered it with a pedal kick. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful counter. The commentators were saying that as well. AJ was looking to get for a phenomenal forearm. Then Orton went for the RKO in mid-air. Then AJ jumped back. So as AJ Styles was springboarding up, Randy Orton was doing the RKO in the air, but Styles was smart, outsmarted Randy Orton and jumped back on the rope. Excellent. Absolutely amazing by AJ Styles. I was like, wow, AJ Styles actually has a brain. That was amazing. AJ did step out and outsmart Orton, and he was smiling. You could tell he looked impressed. AJ went on and tried to go for the 450 splash, springboard 450 splash. Randy Orton moved out the way, popped him up, pop-up RKO for the victory. Randy Orton wins the match, and Randy Orton is going to WrestleMania. So, our main event for SmackDown Live is set at WrestleMania. It will be Bray Wyatt defending his WWE Championship against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. After the match, Orton stands tall and hits the corner as we go to replays with AJ recovering on the ramp. It looked like AJ was going to cry. But guess what? There's some stuff after this. This wasn't aired though. So, you know, backstage before they come out, Road Dogg was there as well. So it looks as if Road Dogg is helping them out with creative writing. And so Styles went to the back and he was upset. He kept arguing with Shane McMahon. They took Styles away. Shane McMahon got upset, was breaking around the place. Really looks like we're going to see Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania 33. Looks like those rumors are true. SmackDown Live did build to WrestleMania, but I think they toned down SmackDown Live so that Raw could get an impressive showing. And that was actually Raw's first show built to WrestleMania. SmackDown Live has been building from before. Not such a good SmackDown Live. Decent to watch. Lackluster show though. Definitely one of their weaker shows in the past few months that they've been going. Because SmackDown Live has been strong. Raw definitely win this week in my opinion. But I have faith in SmackDown Live. They'll come back next week with a great show. I just want to see the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions American Alpha. I want to see all the matches being built to WrestleMania on SmackDown Live and both Raw. I want to see a very good road to WrestleMania. So that is it for this video. If you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It will really help a lot. It will really support the channel. I really appreciate it. We do WWE reviews, NXT reviews, SmackDown Live reviews, Raw reviews. We also do WWE news and rumors on my podcast, Talk is Cheap. And we also do WWE 2K17 live streams and gameplay and stuff like that. Thank you for watching this video. Please make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for the NXT review. Thank you for watching.